What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Merch and Destroy. In today's episode we're going to be covering embroidered patches. So you guys have seen this design before, right? So in today's video we're going to be covering the whole process of making embroidered patches from a pre-existing design you might already have, or how you can design for patches in the future with new artwork. Now, you guys have seen this design before from the previous episode. We've modified it to work for an embroidered patch. Now we're going to walk through the process I went through for designing these patches. So we're going to open up Photoshop. Now in Photoshop you can see the artwork that I originally had uploaded for the patches, but I went through a couple of revisions. And the main reason being we're working with stitch resolution instead of regular pixel resolution for the image. So you guys had seen this artwork before. If you watched the first episode of Merch and Destroy, I'll leave a little card up here on the screen so you guys can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But this was the artwork that we used to create these stickers here. And I thought it would be a great idea to use the same artwork again to make a patch. Now when I first uploaded the actual artwork to the manufacturer's website, this is what they sent back to me. And this is basically a little bit of a rough mock-up of what the patch might look like. And I really wasn't super happy with it. I think the detail loss and the texture in there, it looked cool, and it might have looked cool in a different application, but I didn't think it was going to embroider really well. So we went through a couple of revisions where I asked them to add some more texture, add some highlights, and adjust some colors. And I showed some friends that have a bit more experience doing embroidered patches than I do, and they didn't think the resolution of all the texture was going to really translate super well with this graphic specifically. And I agree with them. I wasn't really happy with how this looked at all. I think there was too much black in the design. I thought it was going to be a little overpowering. So I actually went back into Procreate and recreated the image and just traced over it and simplified it quite a bit. So here you can see it's very solid color, very deliberate lines, really easy to follow. I sent this back to the manufacturer and they actually adjusted it. They added a thicker black border all the way around and adjusted some of the highlights. They changed a few of the colors that I asked them to change. And once I was happy with the artwork, I approved the final draft here and sent it off. And the manufacturing process took about a little over 2 weeks, which is pretty fast. The company is actually based, I believe, in China. So the manufacturing was really fast on this. I thought they were a US based company, but once I got the tracking and saw where the package was coming from, it was coming from a part of China and then from Japan and then to the US. It was super fast. Once it started shipping, it got here in like 3 days, which is insane. The quality is really amazing with these. I'm really happy with them. The company is called thestudio.com. They're not sponsoring this video, but again, the quality is to the point where I can highly recommend them. I'm really happy with how these turned out. It's a really simple process once you get into doing different types of merch, especially if you're recreating a similar graphic you've already done before. Once you've done the work once, you can easily translate that same graphic into new merch really easily. I kept the scaling the same at 3 inches tall because I knew that's exactly what I wanted this design to be. After doing the stickers, I knew that that was the perfect size for this graphic, and I'm happy with how these turned out. They're an iron-on patch. It's really simple. It's another inexpensive bit of merch that you can get into really easily. And you can also expand your entire merch line with iron-on patches. You can add them to hats, jackets, shirts, you name it. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you for watching. If you want to snag one of these patches, you can actually grab one at wolfpits.com while they're still available. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future Merch and Destroy episodes, leave them in the comment section below. And if it's something I know how to do, I'll try to make a video on it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date when the newest episodes come out. All right, guys. Wolfpits out. Peace.